Hello everyone and welcome back to our Dog Sled Saga and Sims 4 crossover series. And yes, we are back with our sled dogs. Just look at how cute they are. Mary, I love your big floppy ears and your beautiful blue eyes, and I am still so in love with the amazing custom content made by the Kalino. I have links in the video description if you guys are desperate to get your hands on some of the amazing custom content creations so you can really bring your animals to life in The Sims 4. That's one of my favorite things to do. Cats and dogs added more than cats and dogs when you add in Kalino's mods too. And that's actually what we are here for. So last time we actually had Mary have puppies with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yeah, it was kind of amazingly awesome. Definitely the kind of experience that you expect amongst our experiments in the pixel biology community, alright? And today I actually want to try some crossbreeding once more. As you guys know from the title of the video, it's going to be moose related. Yes, moose related. Bear with me, I'm going to explain. But before we go ahead and explain about the moose, I just wanted to look at everybody again, including the amazing Yeti outfit. How cool is this? I seriously want to create him into some sort of character, like a townie, who can just wander around, and maybe I'll give him some special skills, and maybe I'll make it so that he can just give gifts of snow and ice or snowy and icy things to my Sims. That would be so cool if he just wandered around gifting my Sims during the winter all sorts of little winter treats. Yeti, we probably have not seen the last of you. But today is super special because Yeti is actually going to be adding back in one of our dog sled dogs that we have not seen since season 2, which is quite a while ago, of Dog Sled Saga. So you guys know we've got Max Emilius over here. He looks so good, doesn't he? Look at his little boots, his little scarf. I absolutely love it. And that light little frost of snow on their fur looks fantastic. I can't wait for it to start snowing in my Sims 4 Legacies, and that's just going to be so much fun to just dapple this all over my dogs and cats and then take tons and tons of really artsy photos. But we've got Maximilius, we have got Everpine, and we have got Mary. And no, today is actually not the day that Everpine or Maximilius might be involved in our cross-breeding efforts. We're actually going to add in a dog that is a former member of our dog sledding team, and we haven't seen him for quite a while, and that dog, my friends, is going to be Moose. And no, this is not Moose. Moose is actually a former sled dog we had who is a chocolate Labrador. So we're gonna recreate him really quickly. He was really fun, but he was terrible at dog sledding. He kind of washed out at dog sledding very early on. So let's go ahead and make Moose. This is going to be super easy because he literally was just like a chocolate Labrador. A Labrador Retriever. Oh, like this. Oh my gosh, look at this face. You guys probably don't know this, but my uncle actually raised Labradors as his life passion. Not just as pets, not just as a hobby, not just a side thing. They were his entire life, his labs. And so I'm really excited to see a Labrador because they're just so wonderful. They have so many family feelings for me. I grew up surrounded by labs. I grew up surrounded by Labrador puppies. I helped to train a whole bunch of them. It was really fun. And we're gonna go ahead and make Moose look a little bit more like the version of himself from Dog Sled Saga and kind of bring those wonderful fluffy furry memories of growing up with labs to life. But all right, let's go ahead. And yeah, a lot of you guys probably don't know our Moose from Dog Sled Saga, but I highly recommend going and maybe checking him out. There we go. I really feel like he would have a longer muzzle than usual. I really feel like his eyes... Moose was just a little bit of a gooseball. It was like he just couldn't take anything seriously. That's why he sort of washed out of being a sled dog. And he was really, really friendly though. That's what I loved about him. So we're gonna give him a little upturned tail that's always wagging. I think his fur was just a little bit longer than what you would normally expect on a Labrador. Kind of like this, yeah. Moose, this is looking more like you, buddy. Oh, I kind of miss him. He was, I mean, of course I miss him, but he was just such a sweet dog. Let's go ahead, and he kind of had a much lighter brown tone to his fur. So let's see if we can find, not that light, but let's see. Yeah, this is much more like him. Oh my gosh, you guys. It is like looking at Moose again. This is so fun. I love recreating all of our sled dogs in The Sims 4. He was a little bit of a chunky guy. He was built for roughhousing with kids and being able to roll around on the floor and have some little toddler that he could just slobber his big tongue all over. He wasn't really made for being a sled dog. Let's see. Can I make... There we go. Yeah, and he didn't really have like perfect lab features, if you ask me. So his facial features are going to be a little different. I think he had, you know what? He had really big paws. I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling it. Let's see. We're going to say he had really big paws that he just kind of like tripped over himself all the time. Can I make his legs any bigger? Okay, you can't make his legs any bigger. There we go. But I really feel like this is more him. This is so fun. Okay, and then I do feel like he had a bit of a darker... Is this a good one? We want to make it a little darker. Yeah, there we go. All right, and then let's maybe... Hang in there, Moose. Yeah, I just feel like he had a dark tone. Brush rotation. Is there an opacity setting? There is an opacity setting. Yeah, I feel like he had a little bit of just like a darker pattern across the top, like so. Nice. That'll actually go, because it's set to do symmetrical work, that should go on both sides. So let's turn him. Yep, sure enough it did. There. Just nice and easy. Like he just has sort of a darker top coat and little dark ears. There. Oh, that looks like him. I love it. Let's color his tail up a little bit. All right, so there we go. Like I said, that wasn't going to be hard because he literally was a chocolate lab. But let's pick out, he was very, very friendly. Let's pick out his personality. He was definitely very playful, but he was also totally tripping over himself all the time. He was not the smartest puppers in our kennel for sure. He was a bit of a glutton too. I think that Troublemaker doesn't quite suit him, but we're gonna go ahead and give him Troublemaker. It's not like he's misbehaving, but he just was a playful goof who couldn't really get anything right. So there we go. We have now created Moose, and I am not going to watch him poop on the floor. Let's go ahead and give him honorary sled dog markings, because he was, or like sled dog gear, because he was one of our sled dogs. And I would be so tickled to find out how many of you guys actually remember Moose from the races. It's been quite a while. He actually wore purple. That was his color. I went back and watched, oh, he looks like a little cupcake, like with a whole bunch of powdered sugar all over him. He is just so cute. Oh my gosh. I love all of these pieces from Kalino. She did such an amazing job. And again, you can find the link to all of these in, there you go, Moose. We dressed you in purple. I remember that. You can find the link to all of these in the video description. So now that he's back, what are we going to do with him? Well, my friends, Moose has been living a very exciting life since he moved out of the kennel, and he has come back to introduce us to his mate, an actual moose. And yes, we are going to actually get a moose. Give me a second, because not this adorable Cocker Spaniel, as fun as that would be. She looks concerned about this situation. But we are actually going to take this moose calf that Kalino made quite a while ago. Or actually, yeah, there we go. This is the moose calf made this year. Not quite a while ago. It just was listed oddly in the gallery. We're going to go ahead and merge it in. And then we are going to grab Kalino's mods. So we have an actual moose in just a second. If you guys give me a moment, it is jumpy, independent, and a sleuth. So this is the dog in The Sims 4 that has already been modified to look like a moose calf. I freaking love it. Kalino is amazing with being able to take the cats and dogs and turn them into entirely different creatures, especially when you can actually add antlers. And that's another one of the amazing things from her advent calendar download. So let me go ahead and find it. We were just looking at it a second ago. I know. Haha, look at this. at this, you guys. Isn't this the best? It's actually like a moose. I love this. It's a special overlay so that it changes the shape of the muzzle. It gives you these amazing horns. We have even got the little like neck flappy that moose have. And forgive me, my pixel biology skills are not grand enough at the moment that I actually know what the neck flappy was called. Curses. And it does look like the horns kind of intersect with the ears a little bit, but I'm sure the moose is used to that by now. And that's not all. We can also add in some hooves. And Yeti! Yeti! I should give Yeti a whole bunch of moose and a whole bunch of reindeer to just wander the world only during winter. That would be so fun. Can you guys imagine how cool that would be? Maybe I should do that in my Sims 4 Let's Plays, where we could have like special characters who have an army of ambient animals. There's rabbits, there's like snow leopards, there's reindeer, there's bears, there's raccoons, like really fancy raccoons, there's possums. Kalino has made so many things. I think I definitely will do that. The 4 seasons and their animal companions. Keep an eye out for that in the future too, because that's going to be exciting. But all right, let's get this. No, my moose, give it back. Oh my gosh. No, what's going on? My poor moose. All right, hang on. We'll fix the moose. I need to find where I put the antlers again. But let's go ahead and give the moose its antlers. There we go. And the hooves. So there's also hooves. They're not included in the advent calendar download, but they are included in Kalino's other mods. I don't think I can express deeply enough how much I love her mods and how much they have added to my gameplay. But there we have it. We've got a moose. We have got ourselves a moose, and we've also got ourselves Moose the dog. Let's release this poor terrified Cocker Spaniel so that she doesn't have to get involved in this. But there we are. So we are going to take Moose, this adorable Labrador, and we are going to take an actual moose. And now, my friends, we are going to experiment, and we are going to see what their puppies would look like. So let's go ahead. I think we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Sims in this group. We're going to go ahead and let Everpine, who is actually possibly seeking a mate of her own, and Max and Mary go play. Don't worry, they're saved safely elsewhere. And let's see what 5 little puppies between Moose and Moose would end up looking like. Let us play with the genetics. Let's check out Moose's child. Let's check out both of their children. Well, actually just Moose's child with a dog. Moose would have some pretty wonderful looking puppies, I think. If he went and had puppies with any other dog, then it would just be these wholesome puppers ready to be able to join the family. But let's come down here. We're gonna grab Moose and Moose. Oh my gosh! And the power of the genetics that we are mixing are already turning out amazing. Why do those red eyes? I almost need to take those red eyes out. I swear all of my animals end up looking possessed. But let's do this. So there is baby number 1. And then let's go ahead and we are actually going to, whoops, and ooh, I guess I could just go to randomize sister, but it's a lot more fun. No, Yeti, I'm sorry. Maybe one day, Yeti, you can have a child, but we're going to be focusing on Moose and Moose right now. Here is child number 2 between these two. Let's go ahead. Moose, you guys are having a good litter of little ones. We're going to go ahead and have Moose and Moose. Oh my gosh, it's another one. Another one with red eyes. But look at how it has the actual like moose jaw structure. But I think it has moose, like, well, if I say moose, it could mean either one. I think it has Moose the dog's body, but Moose the moose's like face. So this is their first little girl that they have had. Oh my gosh. All right, I think we can have 2 more really quickly. So Moose and Moose. You're so cute! Look at the little nose and those playful eyes. I can't wait to see what these ones look like when they grow up. This is gonna be amazing. And then let's have the 5th and final pup of this litter. This is so exciting. Moose and Moose will welcome in another son who looks like, ooh, I think definitely taking after Moose the Moose this time. But all right, so we had 5 babies, the first of whom actually was born with a much lighter coat color than expected, which is pretty exciting. And let's go ahead and see what this one would look like as an adult. Wow, like an actual dog. Like nothing about this one speaks of mooseness to me. I just rolled our dice. It did not inherit the horns and it did not inherit the hooves. So we have just like a beautiful snow dog. That's so cool. Maybe it's some sort of special puppers born of the snow, born of the wilderness between moose and moose. And then puppers number 2, let's go ahead and see what you would look like all grown up. Whoa! Whoa, I definitely see the lankiness of the moose. This is a really cool looking dog, and he would not inherit the horns and would not inherit the hooves. So far it looks like Moose the dog is raising a litter of dogs himself. And then we've got puppers number 3. Let's go ahead and grow you up. You look so cool! This looks like some sort of moose bear dog hybrid. Oh my gosh, you're amazing. And you also get the horns, oh my gosh, and you don't get the hooves. So this guy is gonna be amazing looking, guys. I'm so excited. So this one is actually going to inherit the facial features and the horns of the actual moose. It looks slightly terrifying though. Look at it. Like, that looks like a cross between a moose and a bear. And that might make it even more dangerous, especially with those red eyes. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. All right, and then baby number 4 is going to go ahead and grow up. This really charming little one. It's so cute! Having moose ears on these dogs actually makes them so beautiful. It's definitely, he is a solid dog. Oh my gosh. Look at that. And he's actually got a really cool looking tail. It has a little stripe and everything. And he is actually going to inherit the horns, but not the hooves as well. So let's go ahead and come on down. This is so much fun. Look at you. This is the fattest moose I have ever seen. Oh my goodness. All right. And let's go ahead and go to the final baby. Here we are. Oh, we've got another lanky body. Do we inherit the horns? The dice say no. Do we inherit the hooves? The dice say yes. So the only child out of 5 to actually inherit the horns is this little one. Let's go ahead and give you, how about this color? There you go. So we have one hoofed dog with a really powerful jaw. Look at that muzzle. That is so cool. And those cute floppy ears. It probably could tap dance across the ice, honestly. And then we have got 2 out of the 5 who do have the moose head and the moose horns. They definitely look like they are ready to take you on. They look almost like bear hybrids. And then we have 2 really unique and beautiful looking dogs that were born from this mix. This is a really nice family. I really love the variety that you end up with, especially when you mix together the extremes of 2 different species. But all right, thank you guys so much for joining me, guys. I am so excited to have a chance to add Moose back into our family. It has been a long time since we've seen him because he is from Dog Sled Saga Season 2. I will leave a link or a little card that you guys can click on to check him out and check out how I sound like a frog in the video when we got him because I was so sick back then. But definitely check those out, and I'm really excited about the idea of potentially seeing moose and other seasonal animals wandering around our Sims 4 world. So alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you could, please toss some treats to all of our wonderful hybrid puppers, and consider subscribing if you guys want to see literally thousands more adventures that we have and that we have coming. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!